In the past year, breaking free of the system has become a trend, and the YouTube search how to make money online has become a funnel to rob lost teenagers. From Iman Gadzhi to the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, this video will go through the greatest frauds of our time.
My garage just bought this new Lamborghini here.
The reason why I'm kicking off this list with Tai Lopez is because he's the godfather of the courses scene, the originator of the 997 courses. Let's take a dive to figure out who he is and what he had to do to get his Lambo. Before Tai gained his wealth through courses, he did a lot of shady practices. Back in 2013, Tai founded a dating site to help people find love, a very noble cause. The website was so good that after a few hours you actually got a message from a potential lover. The problem is, these messages were actually botted, and to view them you had to go through a paywall. And after his business had many reports and 1-star reviews, he just deleted it and started the scheme from scratch. After a while of robbing people, he decided to change his ways. He just pondered about it and realized he wants to actually educate people rather than take money from them. At first he made educational content on how he became rich. Of course he didn't disclose what he did, and people actually seemed to like him. However, after a while, he began to sell to that audience. He started selling shit courses for thousands of dollars with information that you can actually find on YouTube for free. After successfully making millions, he developed a blueprint for the next person on this list. The man started as a teenager trying to document his way to wealth. He actually got rich from SMMA, but for some reason decided to close his agency and decided to focus on taking money from desperate teenagers. Let me give you a quick step-by-step tutorial on how he actually robbed you. First of all, he has around 20 VAs working for him and bombarding the YouTube shorts, TikTok, and Instagram algorithm with his videos. This is a funnel to actually get you to go onto his YouTube channel, where he talks about how he got rich, this and that, and different ways that you could get rich as well. Then on most of his videos, he has a linked video in the description. And when you click it, you're taken to his most viewed YouTube video where he talks about different side hustles and how to actually start them. This is where he gives you like random ass side hustles but then glazes SMMA, and this sparks a vision in you. You decide to go out and try SMMA for yourself, but this is where your zero business skills comes in. That's where you finally check his course and spend over $900 to find information that was one search away. It's very simple. He finds an audience, sells them a dream, and then gives them a solution to get to their dream. And he did the same for many other courses. For example, one of his marketing strategies was a 3-part video series where he talked about how the world was ending, and to actually find a solution, you had to go through his course. It's so simple. He created a pain that you did not even know existed and then sold you a solution. To be honest, this is very smart and you have to respect the hustle. Basically, we're in the halfway point of this video, and if you are full screen, I'd like you guys to unfull screen because I want to test something out. I want to ask you guys to subscribe down below. Okay, did it like glow? I don't know how to set it up. I hope it's just like voice activated. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video or are enjoying this video so far, please subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. But let's get into the next section.
And we both pull up and we go to your girl. I'm pulling up in my Batmobile. You're not gonna win that battle. She's gonna go with me.
Remember when Andrew Tate was going viral? During this time, you probably also have seen Jason Wojo or Wojo. Because I remember seeing this on TikTok and thinking it was a parody of Andrew Tate, but turns out this guy actually made money from this. He started out by renting out supercars and acting like he was rich to post financial and motivational content. And this got him an initial following, and as we could tell, this following could be sold to. And he did do that. He sold him a bunch of different digital courses. Some of them were about like SMMA, dropshipping, affiliate marketing, and every other viral business model. And if you actually did listen to some of the stuff he was saying, you would realize that this guy has zero prior experience. Literally all he did was just like watch a YouTube course about it and then like just kind of synthesize the information. Meaning that his words really had no value to it, and it was just straight yap. And the people that bought into it are kind of cooked because now this guy took your money and probably gave you guys shit financial advice. And to be honest with you, this is a very boring segment, and I know that. The only reason why I'm doing this is just to increase watch time. I don't want this video to be too short. This is a very irrelevant section. The next one will be a little more interesting. If you ever got into the business or self-improvement niche, 9 times out of 10 you were recommended the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. In this field, Rich Dad Poor Dad is seen as a sacred text that will help kickstart your financial journey. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of this book, is seen like some sort of financial guru, someone to look up to. However, now some hypocrisy is starting to be shown because he's $1 billion in debt. He actually sees this as a flex because he is saying it's not his problem but the bank's. However, the taxpayers are the ones that have to fill the void. Now, one trend you probably saw throughout this video is that most financial gurus, They take their influence that they have on people and then sell them a shit product. And because Robert was #1 on Amazon's like best-selling list, he has a lot of influence. He was able to funnel people to $45,000 seminars, which were all found to have backlash because of its price point and the vagueness in the information that was provided. Now, this is kind of like a new take. I haven't seen this online anywhere, but I want you guys to take a moment and realize that his book actually has a lot of characteristics that come from cults. For example, in his book, he talks about his actual father, the poor dad, and then compares him to his friend's father, the rich dad. Poor dad is like 90% of the population. It's who you most likely are as the reader and who you're trying to avoid becoming or changing your ways. And rich dad is everything that you want to be. And having these types of symbols and characters is a prime feature of a cult. Robert said that these were like his real life examples, but it was shown that rich dad was actually made up. Nevertheless, if you really like this video, I know damn well you'll enjoy this one where I talk about how some millionaire went broke, like homeless, to prove that it's not luck. I'd also genuinely appreciate it if you subscribed. I'm stuck at 37 subscribers. It's free for you and it could totally change my life.